What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the kitchen. Here we are about to check out some more food. And you know, I gotta be real for a second. Every time I go to the store and I'm like, I'll just take a look at the frozen meal section, I think I've pretty much covered a vast majority of them at this point. 1 out of 5 times I'll see something that just stops me in my tracks, like, alright, I gotta try that now. Dolly fucking Parton TV dinner bowl meals. Are you kidding me? Why in the hell is she making, or at least putting her face on frozen TV dinner meals? And I got 4 of these motherfuckers, so let's just go ahead and check it out. The first one that I saw is the one I was like, I gotta try that. I just want to know what the hell that's like. It's the Dolly Parton shrimp and grits. Shrimp with cheddar grits topped with cherry tomato scallions and a spicy sauce. On the back of the box it says, there's nothing I love more than a classic, except maybe a classic with an attitude. Y'all are gonna have to bear with me. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I might be wrong.
But if you ever heard of putting shrimp in grits? Like, you ever been to Waffle House in the morning and been like,
yo, let me get some grits, and make sure you add the fucking seafood with it.
I don't know. As somebody who really likes shrimp, I don't know if they go with grits. Pretty frozen still. Just like any other TV dinner, about 5.5 minutes in the microwave. I'm from Indiana, and every time I've ever had grits, it's just, you know, grits, you know. I've always seen grits as like a breakfast item. It's like a hot cereal, oatmeal type of deal. Just grits and shrimp. Where they do that at? Here's something that says on the back here.
That's why my shrimp and grits turned up the southern style flavor with sharp white cheddar, whole milk, and seasoned shrimp. There's even a scratch-made sauce that's spicy in all the right places. It's one hot little number, and it's ready to rock.
Isn't Dolly Parton a country singer? Do country singers rock? Maybe, I'm not sure. Time for a quick stir. Looking like it's been slightly regurgitated a little bit, but you know, get some of them grits on there, hotter than fuck. The sauce kind of tastes like marinara sauce a little bit. Maybe that's the tomatoes and the herbs all mixing together. Yeah, there's a chicken walking around. Where's the shrimp at? Where you at? There's one of them little guys looking like that. Waiting on that spice. Where's that spice at, dawg? What's up? Pick it up. Grits. Tastes like grits. You ever had grits? A little bit of tomato, herb and stuff. Gives it a little bit of a like a marinara type flavor. And the shrimp. If these grits were replaced with a noodle dish, it's almost be something like a shrimp dish at Olive Garden or something, you know? It's interesting. I don't hate this at all. This is actually pretty good. It definitely breaks up the monotony of the other TV dinners, being like,
here's another meatloaf, here's another Salisbury steak.
Don't get too many grits options. Definitely don't get too many with shrimp. So right now, I feel safe giving it a 9. I think this is outstanding. Okay, it's time for meal number 2. And this time we've got the chicken and dumplings. Maybe it's just me, but what the hell is a dumpling? Maybe the box will describe it. White meat chicken and dumplings with vegetables and a creamy stew sauce. Well, that didn't help at all. If anything, the description left me with more questions. Not only do I still not know what the hell a dumpling is, but creamy stew sauce? Like any stew?
Chicken stew?
Honestly, what's the difference between creamy stew sauce and gravy? Like, whatever. That looks like gravy and crushed up crackers in there. Whatever. Microwave. There's probably people watching this right now being like, this fucking idiot doesn't know what a dumpling is. You're right, no. I don't know what this is. I'm totally ignorant in the world of dumpling. Back of the box says,
My family knows just how I like it. With tender dumplings and rich sauce made from scratch.
I really don't like the phrase made from scratch because it doesn't sound like you went to any kind of proper process, like following a recipe. It's just like, I don't know, I just threw a whole bunch of shit together and hope it turned out. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't.
I like the way my grandma would say made from scratch.
How did she say it?
She would always scratch her side and say, I make it from the scratch.
Yikes. I would not be eating a whole lot of Grandma's cooking if she did it like that. Okay, well, it smells like pepper, like black pepper. This has got to be a dumpling. Kind of reminds me of when my mom or my grandma would make chicken and noodles and they'd hand make the noodles. It feels like instead of making noodles, they just made a wad and threw it in there. I don't know. Here's some chicken and dumplings. The stew sauce is exactly what I thought it was. That's just another way, I guess, to say gravy. I mean, this is pretty good. It's not awful. It's different. Everything tastes fine. And there's a fair amount of food in this. Honestly, I call my wife and the chicken dumpling, but I tried to name the chicken noodle. And they're like, why? And I'm like, chicken noodle. Like, what? Look at her face. Does that not look like noodle?
I can call her Ladybird.
Well, that's just what she is. She's an egg-laying ladybird. Some people are probably wondering, how can you eat chicken and live with a chicken at the same time? Easy, because chicken is fucking good. And the world knows it. Hell, even wild animals know chicken is good. Everybody likes chicken. However, they do make fun pets. And no, I'm not gonna eat my chicken when she dies. I'm kinda liking Dolly Parton's meals. They're different from the other ones. There's a fair bit of food. And so far, they're not bad. Well, blow me down. God damn. Chicken and dumplings. Yeah, this wasn't bad. I actually enjoyed that quite a bit. And I learned something. I learned what a dumpling is. Turns out it's probably just a cut up noodle from when your mom or grandma makes chicken and noodles. Just cut the noodles up into chunks and throw them in instead of having noodles. Same shit. Didn't know what to expect, and I was pleasantly surprised. It was quite the treat. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10 for being pretty good. Here we go, round 3, and this time, it's the country fried steak. Fried beef patty and mashed potatoes with country-style gravy and a side of seasoned green beans and smoky bacon.
Ooh, got that bacon up in here, though.
The first 2 meals were something that I normally don't see in the realm of TV dinners, but the country fried steak is definitely one that I've seen a time or two. A Hungry Man or Banquet or something other like that, country fried steak is gonna feel familiar. However, though, putting bacon in with them beans, that sounds alright. What did back of this say?
It's why I love my country fried steak with fluffy, buttery mashed potatoes and seasoned green beans with smoky bacon, topped with creamy gravy that's made from scratch. It's a melody of tastes and textures in every bite, and I can't stop singing along.
Settle down, Dolly Parton. It's frozen food. Fried steak, mashed potatoes, green beans, and some bacon. It almost sounds like something you get like Bob Evans or something like that.
Down on the farm, bitch.
The other 2 were hitting pretty good, so I got some high hopes, let's say. Some raised expectations, if you will. What do you think about the country fried steak, Timmy Tim? For being a generic little meal at first sight glance, it don't look too bad. It don't look really too bad. This little corner spot looks slightly regurgitated. Let's pick, wait a minute. Oh, the breading fell off. Look at that. Looks like almost like a hamburger patty standing up on its end. And there's all the breading mixed in with the potatoes. God damn, it looks gross. Got some crusted breading on the fork. Yep. It tastes like mush. We got problems. Chicken fried steak is weird as shit. Try mixing it with the potato. No, this meat is like shoe leather. And I'm having to chew the fuck out of it. Green bean. What about the bacon? I was excited about that. Yeah. That tastes like almost like real bacon. It probably is real bacon because there's like nothing in here. Honestly, the green beans and the bacon is the best part of this thing. That was about, honestly, what I should have expected. Every country fried steak I've ever had in a TV dinner has been around that quality. I don't think I've ever had a country fried steak where the fucking breading just peeled off like a layer of skin, you know. All I know is this was disappointing. That breading was nasty and the meat itself was like shoe leather. That's why you're buying it for this name. Its name is on the box. This is why you're buying this meal, and to have that be the worst part of it is a bummer. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4 out of 10. We're at the last meal of our Dolly Parton frozen TV dinner bowl meals. And it's a familiar one. The beef pot roast. Tender beef with vegetables and a southern style gravy. Yeah, there you go. Very familiar. A lot of TV dinners be doing the beef pot roast. I don't know about a southern style. I feel like gravy is a, you know, could be an anywhere style. In you go.
It's a classic that can feed a lot of mouths and makes them all smile. I roast mine low and slow until it's fork tender in gravy made from scratch. Using plenty of butter, it always fills the house with the most delicious aroma and my heart with the warmest memories.
Sure, yeah, that's what real pot roast does to you, but in a frozen TV dinner box meal, who knows? Here we go, pot roast time. Yes, sir. Right off the bat, I'm noticing the gravy. There's not a lot of it. It's not drowning in the substance, so that's good. There's more food than there is gravy. Potato. The gravy that's on everything kind of tastes like the same gravy you'd get in like a Salisbury steak meal. What's this? Come here, what is that? You have some sort of thin, almost translucent piece of something. Maybe an onion, yeah. There's a piece of that beef in the beef pot roast. This is not the best beef in the world. Pretty tough. You make a real beef pot roast, the meat is just falling apart, you know what I mean? Super tender. This is not the case here at all. There's a piece of green something. I don't know what it is. It's mildly crunchy, tastes like gravy. Really ain't too bad. I was pretty nervous about this one, to tell you the truth. My wife loves pot roast, and she makes it pretty frequently. Not that I don't like it, I do. I only ever crave this kind of thing during like the winter time. It's cold outside, you know, you come in, it's been roasting all day. This is not bad at all. Well, holy shit. Beef pot roast, Dolly Parton style TV dinner bowl meal. Not too bad. Not too bad. Like I said, this is kind of a hard one to mess up. So it's nice to know that they're at least competent enough to not fuck up a pot roast. It was a good amount of food. Gravy wasn't watery and nasty. Yeah, this was an overall solid experience. I'll give this an 8 out of 10. This was not bad and pretty good. And there you have it. 4 of the Dolly Parton TV dinner frozen bowl meals. Every one of these was pretty good except for the country fried steak. This one, at least the one that I had, was an absolute fucking disaster. That thing was disgusting. And it had dividers, so it wasn't even a bowl meal. It was bullshit. The rest of these, though, were pretty fucking cool. The chicken and dumplings, I got educated on dumplings, that's for sure. And it was pretty good. I enjoyed it very well. Shrimp and grits, Ayo, you know what I mean? Love grits, love shrimp, throw them together. Didn't know what to expect, but you know what? That wasn't bad either. Again, beef pot roast. How do you go wrong with beef pot roast? Very hard to fuck up, and they did a pretty good job with it. These were overall pretty good. Ex-nay, the country fried steak, you're fucking disgusting. Country fried steak, I would say, you know, maybe go back to the drawing board with that. I'm not sure. It feels like they just got a hold of another TV dinner company. It's like,
Hey, you got a country fried steak meal? We gotta have one.
the rest of these go, I would go ahead and give a full recommendation. These are all pretty good. Felt like some effort went into them, and I can appreciate that. I don't know why Dolly Parton is trying to throw her hat into the frozen TV dinner bowl racket, but part of me is kind of glad she did, because that shrimp and grits and the chicken and dumplings was pretty good, and the pot roast was, you know, again, pretty good. But now that it's all over, smash, kill, squish, squish, squish. So I can at least scratch Dolly Parton off of my list of trying to find the perfect TV dinner food. Like I said in the beginning, every time I go to the store, it feels like a new one of these pops up, like a wild mushroom in the forest, just at random, just here I am, and it's like, what the fuck? With that, if you made it to the end of the video, then thank you so much. These food videos are pretty fun for me to do. If you liked the video, please leave it a like. If you're new, please consider subscribing. Check out my playlist. I got playlists for all kinds of stuff. Video games, movies, food shit. The playlist called Taste Test has all the food-related videos. So if that's of interest to you, please go check that out. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Again, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.